Hi guys, welcome to Soul Food again. My name is Elsa, and I'm one of the hosts for those who doesn't know me yet. So today I'm gonna be talking about waiting on the Lord. I haven't really prepared for this, I'm just like I just prayed and I was like, Holy Spirit, just guide me on this because I'm not really sure like where to start or like what to say because it's such a subject that's like relevant to everyone, and not only as a Christian but just in life. You have to like wait for things and it's like so annoying. um I don't know, like ever since the year started I've been like feeling like I'm attacked a lot. And I know like whenever there's attacks, like it means that there's something coming in. Even coming into the year, like I knew that there was something that God was like preparing, like there's something that's like coming in, and I just don't know what it is, and it's like so frustrating, because I'm a type A personality. Like I like to know things. Like I don't like surprises. I need everything to be in order. I need everything to be together. So being Christian has been very challenging for me, like as my personality of just like having to be still and like just kind of like let God work it out for me, and just just let him do his thing. Like I just celebrated like my 1 year with God, and like thinking about, I'm just like, God, like what are you doing with me? I'm so blessed and so grateful of like the work he has been doing in me, because I feel like I've been growing so fast, like real fast. And within a year, like I've been to so much season already, and I think it's crazy, because even when I like share with people that I'm still, well, it's kind of still new, they don't believe me. They're like, it's not, there's no way. It's just like, it's just the way I am. Like I'm really, I just like, I'm very committed, and just like, I give my all to something when I love it, or like when I believe in it. So that's what I've been doing with God. And right now, so I'm an international student. I go to UCLA, and like I don't have that green card or anything, so I can't really do something outside of school. Like I could definitely like intern or stuff like that, but it's still tough, because just like the time, that's the craziest thing. Like I've been feeling bored, but then like I don't have time. So it's just that thing where I feel like I'm not being very productive. But I know like in certain things I am productive, but in others, like things that I would like to be productive, I feel like I am not, because of school. I have to go to school, and like I have to work, and the work that I'm doing, I'm so blessed to have it, obviously, because it allows me to do things that I wouldn't have if I didn't have it. But it has been very challenging, because the work that God blessed me with was the museum, and it's great. Like they're very lenient with students. But the most challenging thing for me is that during that job, like I'm not being productive at all. At some point I'm just like exhausted of not doing anything. You know, where you're in that point that I'm a person, like I overthink, like I think a lot. So I know that it's also a place for me, like where the enemy can attack me easily. So I know that God has been like, challenging me with that, like being patient, because I just have to like wait and kind of learn how to change my thinking and my thoughts. So that's been kind of like a battlefield ground, where I get to learn how to like control my thoughts, and just try to like think about something else. But it's so hard, guys. Like I'm literally like fighting with myself every single second. It's just so exhausting. And I'm so grateful that I have a small Bible, so when there's no one around, or when I have a post where I don't have to be like inside, I get to read my Bible and stuff like that. So that's good. But whenever like I feel attacked, like mind wise, such a struggle. But I know that God have been opening up to me that the fact that I'm where, like he placed me there for a reason. So I'm trying not to be ungrateful, or like complain too much, because I know like I'm doing an impact there, even if I don't see the fruits. So I think that's the hardest part, is like you're doing something and you don't really see the fruit of it, but I know it's there, and I know it's going to be helpful afterwards, because I know like right now he's preparing me for whatever assignment he has for me. But just knowing that I'm gonna be in this season for like a while, because I'm gonna be done with school in like a year, so I just have to like be in that routine another year, you know. It kind of like I like routines because I like structures, but I need excitement in the routine. I don't know, it sounds weird, but I'm kind of weird. In entertainment, they tell you have to do this to be able to be successful, and me, like, I'm not ready to confirm. Like, I know who my God is, and I know that if he puts me in that environment, it's because he wants me to be the change and not like be another person that does it this way, you know. So I'm not like willing to confirm, and I won't. But to be honest, like, within the way, there's so much you could do. So I want to like give you some stuff that I do when God is telling us to wait, like, you know, on, when is it, on like Psalm, is it, it's, I'm pretty sure it's Psalm, yeah, Psalm like 27:5, when he said wait for the Lord, be strong and take heart and wait for the Lord. It's like, it's so easy, it's simple. God is just telling us to wait, you know. And sometimes we like try to overthink it, and it's like, no, you just have to wait. But then within the wait, it doesn't mean that you just have to like lay down in your bed and like watch TV all day. Like, you can still do stuff within the wait, like preparing yourself, you know. I think preparation is something very important, and even God says like we are God handiwork, prepared in advance, you know, to do the things he has for us. I think it's Ephesians, I'm not sure, that says it, but it's like he prepared us, you know. So like it gives you like a kind of a glimpse of what he's at, like he's waiting for us to do is prepare ourselves. Like, if you're waiting for like a relationship, prepare yourself, you know. Like, listen to sermons, or like go in the word, like check what God says about that. If you're waiting for like a specific job, like train yourself, like already act as if you had the job. Like, you know, me, like I know I'm called to preach, so like every day I'm in the word. Like, I try to like, you know, try to see in which way that God wants me to do it. And sometimes it's challenging because you see other people and just like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. But then it's like we all have a journey, and the only person that you are competing with is yourself. So you can't like look at others and try to compare yourself with them, because like it's only you and you know. So like, I know I'm like called to host too, so with soul food, like I kind of train myself with that. The only thing is that like I feel like I could do more, so I need to kind of slow down. But yeah, there's so much you could do to prepare yourself. Like me, I know that within the season, like within the tribulation, God has been stretching my character so much. Like, he has been like, because I'm praying like for him to really give me the revelation of his love for others, or like to like to purify my heart, or like to seek my heart, and like show me the things that I still have to like work with or like struggle with. And he showed me that, like he showed me that, so I get to like work on that, like work on yourself. You know, like when you feel like God is talking to you so much, of course, like I rather have God talking to me than God not talking at all, because I've been in that season when it was like silent, and it's the worst. But yeah, sometimes it's like, God, you're talking to me too much, and like I don't even know what I should be focusing on. But I try to like, you know, have that plan where I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna be like doing this or this. But yeah, just ask him like, what can you do while you're waiting on that next assignment that you know is coming. Like, God give us roles in season, and I know right now my role is to be like leader with the Connect. I know it's gonna be a student for a while, you know, like working like in this spot where I'm kind of have to be the light in it. So you have different roles, and you kind of have to like focus on those and be excellent on those. So yeah, so within the wait, like just don't just sit down and like do nothing and like cry and like that. Of course I have days when I go, I'm just like so exhausted, I'm just like, so I don't know, I'm just like so lost. Like I cry out to God, but it's gonna last like just a couple minutes, and after I'm just gonna be so joyful and have that peace. But yeah, there's so much that you could be doing, and also surrender to him. It's like so important. That surrender thing is no joke. Like, you have to surrender to him and kind of let him do his thing, you know. If you're trying to do the stuff like by your own strength, it's never gonna work. It might work for like a couple times, but after it's just gonna fall, because God is not in it. And that's why he tells us it's so important to surrender to him, and like kind of let him do his thing. And you know, like on it was on Hebrews, when he was talking about Abraham, you know, that's the thing. Like I also try to go to the Bible and have example, you know, David waiting, like he had, God told him about what he was gonna be when he was little, and then he had to wait 17 years to see that coming. And then you have Abraham with his son, you know, like on Hebrews, when he says, when God made his promise to Abraham, since there was no one greater for him to swear by, but he swore by himself, saying, I will surely bless you and give you many descendants. And so after waiting patiently, Abraham received what he was promised. So we know, like, God is not a liar. Like, if he promised you something, he will bring it to pass. It's just up to you, like, to wait patiently for it. And yeah, you have so great example in the Bible of people that would just like, that had to wait. And us, like, we complain if we have to wait for like a couple months or like years. They had to wait for like much longer than us. So praise God that we don't have to wait that long. And even like Paul, he say, I consider that our present suffering are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us. So think about that. Instead of being focused on the way itself, like focus on what's coming afterwards, you know, focus on like the promises that God gave you, like focus on those positive things. And yeah, don't be discouraged, like don't let it just take over your journey. Like focus on being more joyful, more loving, like, you know, create those fruit of the spirit more in you, because then you, when that thing comes, you'll be prepared. You know, you're not gonna like receive like that slap in the head being like, oh my God, you know, I'm not ready. And even that, like, God, that's the thing, like sometimes we get to decide how long we're gonna wait for something, because if you're not ready, like God is not gonna bring it to you. So it's like you should ask him like what you should be doing for that assignment to come. Because yeah, he just cares so much about us that he's not gonna put something in front of us that he knows that we can't handle, you know. And that goes with blessing, and that goes with like tribulation and like hardship too. And Paul also said, but if we hope for what we do not yet have, we wait for it patiently. That's in Romans 8:18 for the first verse, and 8:25. So yeah, my advice for you is just like, you know, ask God what you could be doing during the wait, and like just keep on waiting. Like don't try to do your like the thing by your own. Work on yourself, like do the most that you can, and also get closer to him. Like you have that chance to be able to get closer to him, so get closer to him, build that relationship with him, and just, you know, do what you gotta do. So yeah, I kind of like this, you know. I hope it was like helpful to some of you guys, because it kind of was helpful to me. Because every time like I encourage people, like I tell them about like what I'm going through, I'm kind of preaching to myself too. So even like doing this video, it kind of reminded me of what I have to focus on. It's like the positive and what's coming after, being excited and not be focused so much on the way. God help me with work. God help me and like give me new ways to like, you know, I don't know. Thank you guys, and yeah, I hope to see you soon. Bye.